Okay.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's well, the sun's down lower now, but man, was it a hot freaking day today. Guys were working out at Gregdon Shores at Nyla and Terry Wenchel's house, and it was hot. It was hot out there. What little bit I was out there with them, I had to do a lot of running today and do stuff. And I had a little incident today that really kind of upset me. And I was more upset about the way I had to think than having a normal reaction, what I would have normally did. And I was coming through Rock Falls, and I saw a guy walking. He had one of those wire like crates with wheels on it that you get groceries in, and he had a cane, and he was hardly moving. I mean, he was struggling with it and that, and he had long hair, kind of dark and gray. He's probably close to my age and that. And I went by just like everybody else. We just drove right by the guy struggling to walk, and I was thinking like, oh, with everything that's gone on in the last 18 months, you wonder like, all right, do I give the guy a ride? And I don't know if he's vaccinated. I suppose I could put a mask on, and if he's not going to be in the van that long and that. And I got across the bridge, and I thought, okay, I'm going back. I got to go. I just can't keep going because I'm thinking of this guy. So I turned around and went back, and I thought, well, I could walk with him, and I could, carry his grocery thing and talk with him and stuff. We could chit chat. So I went back, and I couldn't see him, and I looked off to the left, and I saw him going in this driveway to this little house. And so I turned around and I pulled in, and he was sitting down on the front porch and that. And I got out and I go, hey man, I said, I went by and I saw you were, looked like you needed help, and I wanted to stop and give you a ride and help you. And he goes, well, thank you very much. And I go, do you want me to put your groceries, up on the porch so you can get it into the house easier? I can help you. And he goes, no, that's cool. I'm all right. I'm just taking a break here and stuff like that. And he was real nice. When I went away, he gave me the peace sign and smiled at me and stuff. He looked like my brother-in-law, Kirk, but it just upset me that I had to think that way. Like, instead of normally reacting the way I normally do, I would have turned around and got the guy in my van in a heartbeat and stuff. But, I guess I just worry a little bit, since all the different variants and stuff are going around, even though I'm vaccinated. But it was an upsetting story. And then tonight I came home, and my friend Deb Jackley passed away today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, and Bruce her hubby works down at Jeff's Automotive, and I've been asking him how she's doing. I noticed she wasn't on Facebook a lot and that, and he was off. She was home on hospice and that. So keep Deb's family, Bruce, and her daughter Tara in your thoughts and prayers and that. Deb was my age. She didn't end up graduating from Newman. She went to Newman a couple years and then went and graduated from Rock Falls, but I knew who she was. So, but anyway, on another note, I'm going to take a drink. I'm drinking.
We got our regulars with us.
Oh, I figured. Sierra
John and
Nevada
Linda and
Pale
Pat.
Ale. And today I had 2 deliveries. That's what I was doing in Rock Falls. I was delivering, and I had another one in Dixon. Lisa sold one of her troughs. If you saw my video this morning, I was kind of showing you the troughs that she just whipped up and that. And they're really cool because these got Sansevierias in it, and normally she didn't use those in there. But the troughs are great for outdoors, and they'll be very easily to take inside. So if you're interested in any of that, or you need a gift for somebody, you're going somewhere, or somebody's birthday, for something different, they're priced accordingly to the size, and they're pretty inexpensive. I think $38, $44, and I think $48. So anyway, I'm gonna get a drink.
We got Brian with us, and Linda, and Pat, and John. Good evening, you guys.
Hi everybody. Hey, and I want to show you, I haven't been out in the garden for a couple days because we put the final layer down on the walkway.
Do you want me to show them that?
And that, yeah, you can.
All right, let me get my ears off.
we put the final layer down. We're going to probably just lightly spray it this weekend with some diesel fuel. It's really hardened up a lot with this heat, which is good. I'm glad that we did that, but we put it down, and Lisa said that after we did it, took us 6 days to get both layers down. And we wondered why we were so tired afterwards. Well, when I went to the shop on Thursday and was doing some stuff, I added up all the tickets, and it ended up being 24.54 tons of rock that we shoveled out of the back of the red truck and wheelbarrowed and put down. So you wonder why we were tired. That's why we were tired. Another 24 tons of rock. So really underneath this pathway, there's probably over 55 tons of rock. With the 3
my
layers.
hips feel it the
with
most.
the 3 layers. And look what, I hadn't been out in the garden, I was going to say, and look what I picked tonight. This is Grandma's pick, heirloom tomato from Baker's Creek Seeds. And there's 4 of them. And I went inside because I hadn't eaten dinner tonight, and I thought, shit, yeah, BLT, but I don't have any bacon, so I might have to go get some bacon because I may have these bad boys tonight to see how they taste. But I picked 4 of them, so there's tomatoes are starting to turn. Some of them, anyway, are starting to turn. But anyway, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the evergreens we've got in this one bed off our deck. And a lot of these are cool. They're miniature ones. This one Lisa really likes, and there's 3 of these in here. And this is Aoi Japanese white pine. And look at it, it's really pretty.
We're
It's
going
really
to trim that
off.
thing so that it stays really
Right,
small.
like the new growth will come out of here, and we'll prune those off.
Yeah, I'll show you a bigger one. This was, we got this in I think a gallon size, but this is it. This is its bigger version right over here. So it will get big if we let it, but we're not going to let it. But they kind of like remind me of the Michelin Man.
Oh, kind of puffy.
Yeah, kind of puffy.
And what junipers are these?
I forgot.
They're the real low ones.
There might be a tag down there.
It isn't Gold Joy.
Nope,
Maybe
it's not Gold Joy.
I don't see a tag on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe there's one over here. Oh, there's a tag over here.
Okay, I'll just follow you.
Gold Strike.
Okay. Yeah.
And they stay real low.
Super low, like 4 inches tall, so
Yeah.
it'll be a carpet.
And they're kind of goldy color. These are the firs, and look what's happening. See this right here? We've been pruning off some stuff. We asked Alan, our Isley rep, what's going on, and he says if they get too much water, he said that's what they'll do. And we've been watering, so we're kind of cutting back on water on these firs. We're hoping that they're going to be okay. That one Lisa had to trim back really
Yep, that one.
bad.
Yep.
Look at this too. Now this is one of the
That one
things.
stays small.
Yeah, this thing only gets, I think it says 18 inches.
Yeah, it's going to be tiny.
It's tiny for the miniature garden. This is, oh God, now it just, pixie dust.
Yes.
But you can see how the little ends are all yellow on it. It's a spruce, Picea.
Oh, let's see if I can get in there. There it is.
But pixie dust is really cool.
Yeah, so it puts on a little show. It's like all speckled with new growth. Okay.
Oh, might be from the air show. Get a chance, the air show at the airport. I don't know if I'm going to go in. I might drive by. B-52 went over yesterday in a formation with some jets by it. It was really cool. So I took Quinn over there once, and a long time ago. It was probably 8 or 9 years ago when they had an air show with military stuff, and it was really neat.
How about this little guy down here?
Yeah, that one.
I do like that one.
Yeah, this one really just glows. And it's like fall in our yard, if you guys can't tell. This one is Butterball Hinoki. It's a Hinoki.
That'll stay tiny.
Yeah, that's real tiny. But look at it. Look how pretty color it is. It's, they're different shades of green and texture, even though they're arbovitas. Mm-hmm. What else we got? We got, these are these Frankie boys?
Yep.
These are Frankie boys. And they're really cool. They're really kind of airy, and they're kind of a light green too. They're really nice. And it's I think it's a thuja. It's an arborvitae.
Yep.
So in the fall, in the wintertime, they turn a little bit kind of bronzy brown, and they're not dead, but they're really, really nice. These little bad boys are compressa junipers. And I can't read the dang tag because I don't have my glasses how tall they get. But they're real narrow. And they really look like they're doing really well. Now these are different. These, see how much a little bit fatter these are? This is a miniature common juniper. This one's called miniature. And it's a little bit fatter. It isn't as narrow as a compressa juniper is. And some of these will get a little bit taller, but we're going to keep them pruned. Now, what are those over there, Lisa, along the pavilion there?
Those are miniatures as well.
Miniatures, okay. All right.
Yeah, they're only going to get, what, 12, 18 inches tall.
Right. And some of the other stuff, like the blue stars, were small, and they look like they're doing really well. We planted those last year, though, I think, didn't we?
Last fall?
Yeah, the blue stars. Now, these blue stars don't get real tall. They'll probably get maybe 10 inches tall, but they'll probably get about 2 foot round. And we've got a couple of them over here, a couple by the rocks. Then we have some picea here. These are, and you can see the new growth on them. These are Little Gem. It's a Norway spruce, and they stay real small. And you can see we put a sedum in here that's kind of burgundy colored pinky. And I have a pink flower on it. And look at, there's the seed from hell. The locust that are growing. But the garden is really cool. I just think it looks really nice with the different textures on it. And, you know, the, what should I say? This one is probably a Mugo.
Let me go back and see if we have comments.
No, this is a Bosnian pine. And no, that's really cool. And there's a couple more of them over there. Tried to group some of these.
Oh, Chris Kurzrock is with us.
Hey, Chris. Hey, I keep waving at you every morning. You're going, I take it you're going to Emerald Hill to play golf about 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:30. Why, it's cool out. But I've been waving at him going, when I was doing trips, I've got a piece of mulch in my shoe, so pardon me. Well, I don't fall on my ass.
Oh, that'd make it fun.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
But let me see, what else do we want to show them? Well, can we show them Icebreaker? This is
Sure.
Icebreaker's over here.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch the camera again.
And some of these things, if you watch the video and write the names down, and you can ask us, we can we put an order in with Isley's for some stuff, and we can see if you're interested in anything. We can see what size they have them in, and if we can get them in. I'm not sure if we can get all of them in.
Ken Kennedy says hello.
Kenny, how are you doing? I haven't talked to Ken in a long time. I'd like to get him over here and talk with him. I think he'd be really interested to talk. Ken is on Facebook?
Well, it's Cindy Pace Kennedy.
Okay.
But Ken says hi.
All right. Cindy, ask Ken if he would be interested in coming on one of our shows here. We do it on a Friday night. You can message us. You don't have to reply on this, but I would just be interested to talk with Kenny.
Joe Pisty just joined us. He's like, sorry, I'm late. Start over.
Survey says no. But no, I'd like to talk with Kenny. Kenny's a Vietnam vet. I worked with him at National. Drank a lot of beer with Kenny. Went hunting with Kenny. So I've known him a long time. So it'd be nice talking with him. But anyway, I was going to show you Icebreaker. Now we're going to get some of these in. I have some ordered. And they said that we got them, and I'll get my confirmation in October. But look at it. Isn't it beautiful? This thing is it's just really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And it grows real slow. I think I think it's, well, the one we're getting in a 6-gallon pot, I think is full grown.
Yeah, it's only 3 foot wide.
Yeah, but it doesn't get real tall.
Mm-mm.
It's really, really a cool plant.
It's definitely a dwarf.
Right. And you can see some of the other evergreens that we've got that are over there that are growing. And you can see the dead cat,
The dead cat. Where's the dead cat?
Fuzzy.
Oh, on
See
the
Fuzzy?
deck. Yeah, 2
On the
dead
deck.
cats. They're going to be really dead for the.
Oh, tomorrow. Be careful tomorrow. I think what we're going to do, we've got a project over here that we're going to do with the patio, and we need some stone. So we need to go up, and we need to just take a trip to the Benson Stone Company. I think we're going to go up to tomorrow because it's going to be so hot, and look for the stone. And I need to look too for flagstone for a job that I need to bid on. I bid on it with a certain kind, but I want to go up and look and see if there's a different kind so I can do it. And the lady liked it because she liked our flagstone wall.
Mm-hmm.
And hers would not be quite as tall as that, but it would be really, really cool. And I appreciate everybody that has been calling and asking us to come and look at things. I apologize if it's taken me a while to get back to you or to do things, a drawing or get you a price of stuff and that. But it's kind of hectic. The kids have been working out great. We lose
Lori's with us.
Hannah Barger?
Yes.
Yep. Well, Lori, we just did Lori's house. And I'm going to go out next Thursday, Lori, Thursday night. So have a cold beer for me, and hubby will be there. I'll come out at night so I can talk with him too. But Lori, Hannah Barger, and her husband, can't remember his name. Used to be the sheriff, though. He never busted me. So he worked with my friend Frank Garcia, and Frank's retired. Both of them are retired.
Yeah.
But anyway, we really appreciate you guys supporting us. I mean, it's really been nice. The kids have been really good. We've been tag teaming off and on with different ones and things like that. But most of them are going to be gone. I think they start the school on the 16th. Now, football 2-a-days start on the 9th of August. So I don't know if Owen and Jared, what that's going to do for them. But I have Ansley and Connor and Thomas that can work. And Thomas has been alternating. Today Thomas didn't work because he was going to run. Thomas runs cross country, so he said the coach has been really good with him on not making him come in. He knows that he's dedicated enough to run and do his stuff that he has to be doing, practicing and that. But I feel for the kids. I mean, out in this heat. I asked Owen how it was last night, and he said it wasn't bad. He said it was the mom's practice, so he said it was pretty easy. They didn't have to do.
What does that mean?
Well, the moms were there to help do stuff. Betsy, when I was at Betsy and Mike McBride's house last night, showing them a drawing I did for them, Betsy had to get ready and go to the practice. And it's nice that the parents can go see the kids. They're only kids for a little while. And I talked to Connor today, and I called him and I said, when do you go back to college? And he said the 27th. And I go, great. And I go, so you can work the 26th? He goes, well, if you need me. And I go, and it was a Friday. And I go, can you? And he goes, yeah, I'll work because we got a landscape job that I want to do. And I just think it'd be easier for Jay and Quinn with one other hand because it'll drop down to just Connor, Quinn, and Jay here in a few weeks. But anyway, so I looked at
Oh, sorry.
I looked at the schedule and I saw that I could switch the job up a couple days so Connor would be able to have a couple days off before he goes back to college. Good kid. Good. All the kids have been really good. Really good.
Well, Jennifer Bachner's with us.
Hey, well, I know Jennifer. She was with me this morning, I think, when I was doing the troughs in the greenhouse.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, there's been a lot of people go to see the sunflowers, and they're starting to dwindle. I mean, they're not looking as good. If you want to go see a field, I don't think you can walk out in it, but you want to see something that looks really pretty. We were going to Gregdon Shores today, and if you go down Stauffer Road, like going to Opple Marina, right before you can turn, or right after you can turn to Gregdon Shores, look at that field there. That's a prairie. And right now, it's in full bloom. You see the Monarda blooming, the black-eyed Susans blooming. It's really, really pretty looking, and the grasses are coming up in it. It's really a nice prairie. I'm not sure who put that prairie in or whose property that is, but it really looks nice. And if all of you are as old as me or been around here as long as me, you know when we used to drive during the summer out there, used to see the Gladiola farm, where Lisa's grandma worked. So, you got questions?
Yep.
Okay.
Couple of
All
one comment. Lori says, I can't even begin to tell you how much I love my yard. Your team is absolutely wonderful. My yard is the talk of the neighborhood.
Awesome.
That's
Well, matter of
pretty
fact,
cool.
where we're at today, the neighbor come out and I gave him a business card, and they're going to be getting a hold of us to do some work there. So word of mouth has definitely been like the best thing for us, and we try to do the best we can. Well, we did a job not too long ago, and we're having problems with a few shrubs. A couple more died of the same thing we replanted, so I have to go back and look and see if there's something in the soil in that area, or if there's something that isn't being planted right, or the ground or whatever, because they Scott called me today and we talked, and the 2 hydrangeas are dead again, or they don't look good.
I got one more comment and one more question. Jennifer says, we are loving our landscaping. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, those troughs were beautiful. So that's nice. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yep.
And then Ruth Mariette asks, how far do you travel for yard projects?
Where do you live, Ruth? I mean, we've gone. Are you in Colorado? How come? How come? How come?
Oh,
No.
yeah,
I
just
mean,
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I mean,
how
we
far.
go.
We'll go
I
into
went
the
down
Quad
to. I've got to
Cities.
go to Amboy next week, and then I've got a lady that called today that's in Oregon, Illinois. I mean, we've gone up to Rockford. We've done 2 or 3 jobs in Rockford, and that. It just depends on what you need done, and like when you would need it done and stuff like that, because we're winding down with the help, and pretty soon it'll just be Jay and Quinn at the end of August. So.
She said Loves Park. I think she meant Loves Park. So,
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we can come up there.
yep.
If you just message us or whatever, our page and that, and give me a phone number and that, and I can call and talk to you, and then when I get up that way, I can come and look at your yard.
Jennifer said, I told Bud he should have put a distinctive garden sign in the yard. That's a good idea.
You need to go to your neighbor over there, Murray, and tell him I'm coming next Thursday to come over and have a drink with us.
Oh, Vicki Horton's with us.
Hey,
Hi,
Vicki.
Vicki. And then Linda Sue Brown says, I was looking at our backyard, but there is a drain field. Not possible? I'm not sure if, she's looking
Well,
for...
if it's a septic drain field, sure, you can plant, but you just don't want to put any big trees in that. And that's like today when we were going to Nyla and Terry's place. He goes, can you guys drive over this way? Because he didn't want us to drive over the drain field, which was in his front yard, thank God, because we were able to get to the backyard pretty good.
Ruth said that she'll message you.
Yep. And just be a little patient. I have to get some time to come up that way.
The ladies are figuring out what our marketing needs to be. Lori agrees. She said, great idea, Jennifer. He should definitely do that.
What?
You guys, they have good ideas. Put a sign that says distinctive gardens in their yards. Even for just a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, and I just feel so lucky because, I went to, did I go to 2 places today? No, I went to 1. But the last 2 days, I've gone to give landscape presentations, and we got the jobs. I just feel lucky because we get almost all the jobs I bid on. There's a few that I don't, but I get almost all the work.
Brian.
Ryan.
Brian E. So you charge beer for mileage to Rockford? And he's laughing.
Well, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Oh, so Linda.
If you guys are in Sterling, the B-52 is up there in formation,
I wonder if I can see that.
flying with its escort.
Oh no, can't see that. It's too washed out.
But the air show's cool. I might just drive by. I'm not going to go in because I don't want to go in. But the one year Quinn and I went in, and they had a lot. They've got a Huey helicopter, which was famous for flying in the Vietnam War. And you can see one of those. And well, that might not be a Huey in Dixon. That may be. I'm not sure what that one. That's more of a gunship in Dixon. And well, I don't know if Huey. See, I'm not a veteran, so I don't know. I just know it's a Huey. You can take a ride in the Huey and see the area for $100.
Yeah, so Linda said, so small bushes, etc., would be okay?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Nothing like I wouldn't plant a big tree in a drain field because then you're going to have problems.
And then back to the yard sign. Lori said, absolutely do that. I was asked twice who did it.
Awesome.
That's nice.
Awesome.
So good to hear.
And let them know I'm coming next Thursday after work, like probably at 4:30 or whatever. And if they are interested, I can meet with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm serious about Murray. You go over to his house and tell him. Bud said to come over and have a drink with him. Yeah, I appreciate it. And the kids really liked Lori. They came back and Quinn and said, whoa, those people were really nice.
Aw.
So they really appreciated it.
That's great.
So.
You want to tell them about our Petunia fertilizing snafu?
Oh, well, yeah, Lisa was wondering about that. We got the new Petunia fertilizer. We've been trying it.
Maybe I'll get a shot of those.
One of the things that we have a fertilizer injector here, and I told Lisa, I go, well, it's 150 to 1. I didn't have my glasses on. Well, when we looked, because she asked me if I could turn it up, I said, sure. And she goes, show me how. Well, she was looking at it with her better eyes than mine, and she goes, it's 67 to 1. That's why it's not getting fertilized very much. So we turned it up to, is it 250?
Yeah,
we turned it up to 250, and I think after the first day of watering, they said, thank you, we were hungry as hell.
Yeah, but I was like kind of wondering what the big deal was with Jack's Petunia fertilizer, but I don't know, maybe we'll walk up there. Hopefully I won't lose connection. But yeah, some of them are working out pretty good. So I'll be interested in seeing what's going on in a couple weeks when they have had a regular feed on a regular basis. They're not bad, but I could tell that they were cutting out on blooms. You can see up here, see the blooms are a little more sparse. But yeah, operator error.
We'll have to stop by the Babbins too and ask them and see how they're doing.
Janie Babbin's got some really good looking baskets.
And if you know where she lives right as you turn on Broadway. The Babbins live there, and it's like a freaking nursery. Yeah. They got so many, and it's funny, Helly, the daughter goes, yeah, Mom said they weren't going to do much this year. Shit, I think they did twice as much as they normally do. And I keep looking at that. I think I haven't seen Kelly out there in the mornings, but a couple of times he's been out and I stopped and BS'd him. And he's the one that's like watering that because Janie still is working at the Department of Transportation, so.
Oh, Lori, we're thinking about that. Let's put that up there.
What's that?
Do you ever do a garden walk through your yard? I would love to see it.
When we get this thing done,
we have a grand plan.
We have a grand plan. And I mean, it's everything. I mean, we've got the front yard. If you went by and just looked at the front yard, you'd go like, it looks like shit. Tell you, I mean, it looks really bad. And matter of fact, last week, did I tell him last week about the lady driving by 3 times?
I don't think so.
And she finally, I had a lady, I was out front mowing, and I saw a lady drive by real slow, and she turned around and drove by slow again, and then I was out there and she drove by again and stopped, and she asked me if this was a place, if this was a business, if she could get out and see what we had for sale. And I said, well, no, this isn't a business. I said, we own one, but I said, this is our yard. She goes, oh my God. She goes, that absolutely looks beautiful. And I said, well, we've been working on it. And I think it's going to be a couple years because we're going to be on the fence mode this coming week to finish the fence and back. And I think we got enough wood. We got enough wood
that one there gets finished.
Finish it going to the west and going to the east. but we don't have enough to go to the south, along the south border. So we'll have to get that and do that at another time, or I can call my friend Tom at the sawmill and see if he's got any more cedar. And
Yeah.
this stuff, when you go to the sawmill, you guys, it's Kirkland Sawmill. When you go to the sawmill and you want a half-inch thick board, 6 inches wide, 6 feet long, it's not, under like 3/8 of an inch, considered a half inch, and it's not 5.5 inches, considered a 6 inch. It's 6 inches wide, it's a half inch thick, and it's 6 foot long. So, you get what get what you ask for.
So were you talking, I don't know, did you ever get to the point where we were talking about having an evergreen evening or?
Right, we're gonna have.
We want to have you guys actually to, we want to invite the neighbors when we're done. Well, first off, I want to back up just a little bit. I'm going to do a drawing of the grounds and then we'll label everything and have a map. So all the plants will be labeled, and then we're also going to label the plants physically. And then we wanted to have a little party with our neighbors. We're thinking in a couple of years. And then you guys, the Sip and Trip regulars, we thought maybe you guys might be interested in coming over for a Friday night for a live Sip and Trip, maybe? If we have someone that we talk to, and we could have little snacks and
I already talked to Alan from Isley's and told him when we were going to do this evergreen evening, and that if he would be willing, he lives in Iowa, if he'd be willing to come over and spend the time with us doing this garden walk thing, and he'll help answer questions and see about availability on some of the stuff, because we have some real specimen trees in the yard from their nursery. I mean, they're full-size specimen trees, that you can see. And we're going to be planting one. Connor will
John
get it.
said it sounds like fun. We thought so too, John. We thought it'd be fun to
And we'll have
all of us
liquor.
over.
There'll
all
be
of us
liquor involved
Sip
too.
and Trip regulars.
Liquor involved too. And then I'm getting Neil. I'm taking it to him probably sometime this next month. I told Kim that I would come over, and I've got the old cart that Ken Kennedy made us. That's really rotted. The wheels are all there, and it's all messed up. But Neil has a whole bunch of wood and stuff, and I told him what I wanted to do, and he's going to rebuild this cart the way I wanted it, and it's going to be a serving cart, like if we have hors d'oeuvres and stuff, like when people are over, we can use it for that way, or we can take the top off it and put my dad's galvanized tub in that he had kegs in, and we'll put beer in it and stuff, and you can grab beer and cold water and stuff out of it to drink. So
We got to see if Jay might be interested in bringing the guys over to Chameleon to do some
sure.
music.
And we're going
that
to
night,
light the
too.
patio. We're going to rebuild the patio and stuff. So there's a lot of things we have to do, and it's only Lisa and I doing it. So, yeah, and we don't have really any. There's been no tractors involved, or I mean, the biggest thing was Denny's dump truck dumping the soil last year.
Oh, there were some comments. Let me look while you slug your beer. Jennifer says, a live Sip and Trip. Yes, how fun. Okay, good. I'll take that as a thumbs up. Oh, and Linda says same thing. Oh, so exciting. We thought that it might be fun for us. We've been doing all this virtually, and
we might do it.
and it would be
for
small.
you guys.
It would be smaller.
Just
So
something, we just have you guys over, and it might not be completely finished, but you can come over and look and see and just hang out.
And Sip and Trip.
Yeah.
Brian says, I can hear Bud now. It's going to be a BYOB. Oh, no.
Oh,
Not when we do small stuff, no.
No, we usually have all our stuff.
Yep.
We supply everything, and I love
And
to
then
cook.
he puts on his Martha Stewart hat and does food hors d'oeuvres.
I wished I had that video. We never made a copy of that thing. I applied for the Martha Stewart apprenticeship, and I had to send a video in, and we made it. Doc Dietz made a copy for me. And he said, he gave me the copy back, and he goes, "You're so full of shit." And I said, "Yeah, Doc, that's why I'm going to win." And
We've
of course,
got
I wasn't
lots
pretty
of
enough.
thumbs up on
Pretty
that
enough.
idea
Pretty
for
enough.
a live Sip and Trip.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun.
Yep.
Yep. We'll get there eventually.
Yep.
We just have We have a
few things.
we have
to
a
do.
fair amount of work yet to do.
Right.
The whole front yard's going to get blown up, and it's
And it isn't even there yet. I mean,
Nope.
we've got piles of soil and shit in the front yard because we didn't know where to put it, so we dumped it over there.
Yeah.
And over here we got like pallets of flagstone, and we got pallets of granite boulders, we got pallets of bricks.
I can see why
in the
she thought
stage.
maybe it was a business because we
You know,
we
got
have
a
all our
staging,
materials.
we got everything staged in a certain area and stuff. So
yeah.
little by little, we're working on it. So
Yep.
this was a huge project.
Yeah.
This has been
the pathway. all
a
this
2-year
backup.
project to get it done. Mm-hmm. And it's firmed up really well.
Yep.
Tomorrow I'll spray it. Hopefully,
This old
I
lady's
might.
feeling her hip joints, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
But anyway, so well, I guess that's probably about it for.
Hey, Marianne's with us now too.
Oh.
Hey, Marianne.
Where's the old man at?
Lori says, "Remember to invite me. I love beer." Yep,
Oh, no problem.
for sure. It'd be great.
Yeah, it's just
You guys
nice
have been
seeing
talking
everybody.
back and forth to one another. You know, we kind of have the same crew that joins every Friday, so why not have something
Sure,
in real life too?
sure.
All right.
All right, I think we're gonna end it. It was kind of a mix of shit, which is usually the way it is. And I think I'm gonna go to the store and get some bacon, and I'm gonna have a BLT tonight. This is Grandma's pick out of our garden. First tomatoes,
Wow.
you know, the end of July. This is real early, and Kevin's been asking me. I'm gonna send him with peppers next week, some hot peppers and that. But he's asking me about my tomatoes, so.
Paula Bartolome says good idea too, and John has queued us up.
Paula, just a note to you, Paula. I've got a thing of fertilizer for you. I want to stop by and give you. Maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow. And it's the Petunia one. Since you got so many petunias, I want you to try and use it and see how it works for you.
Yeah, you know, Marianne said he's here, wants to know if there will be scotch. Of course, he'll probably be supplying it.
Yeah,
Inadvertently.
you bring your own drinks, Stuart.
All right,
Tired
you guys.
of covering your ass all the time.
Peace and love.
Yep.
All
see you guys.
of you. Have a great weekend, you guys. Oh, yes. Linda Sue says, stay cool.
Oh,
Stay
yeah,
cool.
tomorrow it's going to be hot. Be careful.
All right. Enjoy. There
Peace.
we go.
Thank you.